Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Jumpstart Your Business live from Memphis. I am the world famous LeVeda McCou, and I am totally geeked about my guest. She is an editor in chief, the editor in chief. Let me say the editor in chief of Bluff City Magazine. And we're going to explore all about how she began, what she's doing now, everything she's excited about. And what I love about Amanda Avery is that she is definitely a woman that knows how to take care of her business. All right. She is a phenomenal administrator. She has grown in her creative spaces and putting things together like a lot of creative people, and I'm speaking from experience. A lot of creative people, they have going on in their minds, but they really to like one, two, three, because everything's so all together. So we're going to talk to Amanda about how she gets and how she helps others get it done, and what she loves about Bluff City Magazine. And the thing is, the events, all that stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, it's going to be really, really good. So, welcome to Jumpstart Your Business live from Memphis. Amanda Avery, editor in chief of Bluff City Magazine. How you doing, Amanda?
Hey, Lavita, I am fabulous. How are you?
I am fantastic. Since we got the F word, I am fantastic. And you know what? You can see it all over your face. I've been knowing you for some time now. So it is just like, it's just a blessing to be able to have people on the show that I really know.
Well, thank you. Yes, honey, the pleasure is all mine, honey. I'm elated to be a part of this podcast today.
Yes. And it's so funny because I don't seek after people that I know, to be honest. And but when people come on here that you have seen their growth and you've seen, it's not like we don't talk every day, but social media has allowed it so that we can see people's journeys,
Yeah,
through life, and like adventures, and their families, just their day-to-day lives, and just seeing what you have done with Bluff City Magazine, that is phenomenal. So we're
thank
going to
you.
talk about, yeah, so we're going to talk about it. First of all, Amanda, how did you come up with Bluff City Magazine and why?
It's a crazy story,
Okay.
and I'll make it short. But I tell
Okay.
you what, it actually started out as a newspaper. And I've said that I've gave that story, told that story a couple of times, but it started out as a newspaper only because I was fascinated with trying to get some creative, juices going. I said, let me see if this
Mhm.
is something I can do. I think it really wasn't meant to become a business per se, but I wanted to see, if I had what it took. And the newspaper, I had named it Bluff City Chronicle. Of course, I always got to
Mhm.
give patience to my city.
Right.
And the uh the goal behind that was to go to each community to let them showcase what they got going on. But honey, when I saw all the work involved in that and just didn't know how to grow it, I'm like,
Right.
maybe this is not something, that I can just take on.
Right.
And I kind of put it to the side, and I said, oh, then Essence magazine came in the mail. And I'm like, well, maybe I can turn this newspaper into a magazine.
Right.
I was very impressed with the quality of essays, and at that time, it was a monthly publication.
Right.
Girl, listen, I said, okay, let me research how to create a
Hmm.
magazine. Didn't really have any type of goals or vision or objectives in mind for it, but I wanted to see if it's something that I could do.
Right.
Started, dabbling into the back end of creating it, laying it out. I had no clue. I
It's work.
had
It's
no
work.
clue. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know if this is something I can
Yeah.
do. You know what? I put it down and I said, God, I think you gave me this vision. Sometimes we second guess ourselves. I said, God, I think you
Right.
gave me this vision. So I'm going to need you to help me figure this thing out. I
Wow.
came back to my laptop, Levita, and it just seemed a light bulb. Just my mind just got clear. And I was able to
Mhm.
go in there and create something. Now, of course, my
Mhm.
work is not as good as it is now, but just being able to create something with no knowledge,
Right.
no experience, didn't even understand the InDesign, didn't even know how to put it together with the platform and all of that. And I was just amazed just at that ability to be able to create something. So that's kind of how Bluff City Magazine kind of got started.
You know what? And that's a story because I like how you went back and said, okay, God, I believe that you gave me this, so I don't need to put my 2 cents in it. And I
Yes,
think we start overthinking and we'll quit whatever God has given us. So I'm glad you
yes,
went back and was like, oh my God, okay, God, you're gonna
yes.
have
And
to do
listen, I had to go back to the source. Now, if you gave me
it.
this idea, God,
Right.
you have to help me.
Right. So, okay, so I can remember um you doing interviews. I can remember the newspaper, like the distribution areas that you have the paper in. Now, the magazine. So, the magazine, baby, let me tell you something. I was in the last time we sat down with each other was maybe 2 years ago. And I was living in Fort Lauderdale then. So, that was fun. That was fun. That was a fun time. And the magazine, though, when I came back home and saw the magazine glossy and looking like the ebony, behind me, they look like in their prime, baby. I was amazed, totally
Yes, it's
amazed.
a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but the outcome, the production of it, and how it
Yeah.
benefits, that's what matters.
It is. It is. And in business, and I won't, we don't really speak to that a lot. Everything is really a process. And you have to process that thing on out. And you go through it's cycles in business that you go through. It's man, do I just want to stop this and leave it and all that kind of stuff? But it's almost like how I love how you transition it into being online because everybody's reading the news online, magazine online, all of that. So like I loved how you done that. You do part with different people as far as like conferences and like different things for business owners, and you've been involved now into web design. So talk for us.
Yeah, the economy is unstable as we see. We could talk about the price of eggs all day, but in order to just sustain yourself as an entrepreneur,
Yes,
whatever your hands are blessed with and whatever you can do to, you know, bring in revenue, that's what you have to do. So Bluff City
absolutely.
Magazine is just took a small hiatus to kind of go back to its roots, go back to what we're known to do. And
That's
since we're kind of refocusing on that, I started web design. But it kind of go hand in hand. Brand awareness is digital, it's print, it's media,
Yes.
online, all of it goes together. So
Yes,
it's
it
not
does.
like I'm doing magazine and now I'm doing catering. So I'm trying to kind of stay in that media foundation with brand awareness, so to speak.
Right. And then your partnership with Tell It Now PR and Marketing Conference. Man, oh my goodness, that is so major.
That is so
So to put
amazing.
your name on the billboard is awesome.
Honey, that's
I'm just
major.
saying. That's major. I
Yes.
mean, and it's they're on the busiest parts of the city, Poplar to 40 Beale Street. For those of you that are listening, they'll be listening later on streaming platforms. Baby, everybody know about Poplar 240 and Beale Street.
Hmm.
Now, them the two places in Memphis that everybody knows. Poplar and Poplar I-240 and Beale Street,
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
So
Oh
to
yeah.
have to be involved in there and to be able to instill um what you're doing in your business on business owners, that's a lot. And that's
Hmm.
valuable. That's really
Hmm.
valuable. So I know that and this is just something that I know that your daughter just graduated, right? With a law degree. So
Yes, she
how is
did.
that?
Oh,
Yes,
honey,
she did. So
proud mom
congratulations.
here. Yes,
So
yes.
congratulations. So
Thank you.
will she help you in your contracts and all that good stuff? Like, what is that
Honey,
like?
I
What is
don't
that?
know. Listen, she's still trying to, figure out what her specialty is going to be. But now,
Yes.
if I need her, mommy's gonna call on her. So, but yeah, she's figuring all that out. Hmm.
It's so good. That is so good. What do you have coming up? Tell us, best friend, what you excited about. I call all my guests best friends. Come on, best friends, tell us what you want to tell us.
Um, you know, Bluff City Magazine started in 2020, right before the pandemic. So we got a
Mhm.
slow start, even though it was ready to go. The pandemic kind of halted some
Mhm.
things. So we're coming up on 3 years. And I think when you start getting to that 3 year mark, you have to assess what didn't work, what worked, and how to move forward, how to grow. And so that's where we are right now. We are in the process of seeing how do we make it grow? How do we make this a viable product for Memphis?
Mhm.
And that's what I'm so excited about. I have a new partnership coming up. I can't speak on it just yet because we don't have the things finalized in writing, but I want to say this. I know you didn't ask this question, but I have
Mhm.
this saying: you can go far by
Yeah,
yourself, but you can go farther with others. And
absolutely.
partnerships and collaborations are key. You're just one person, and it's only so much you can do. So, in
Mm,
order to grow your company, you have to partner. You just have to.
very true.
And where you're
Yeah,
weak, that person could be strong. And where they're weak, you can be strong. So I'm excited about
absolutely.
yes, I'm excited about what's to come there. It's going to be great. Like I said, I can't say anything right now, but ooh, I'm just ready to take this muzzle
But
off so
looking
I
at your face,
can talk about.
yeah, looking at your face, you know it's good. You know it's good.
Oh
And
yeah,
like I really sometimes when I'm doing this podcast on video and I'm looking back and I'm looking at these magazines, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 10 of them.
yeah,
All together, it's 10 vintage ebony magazines behind me that Mr. Johnson went through a whole lot of stuff. And this
I'm
one,
sure.
I know black people want to own them businesses and all that. And I just know that Bluff City Magazine is we're going to look back, um, I mean, 40 years from now, 30 years from now, 10 years, and it's already 3 years. So,
Yeah,
10
yeah,
years from now, 20 years, and see that Bluff City Magazine is still and still
yes,
kicking
yes,
and
yes.
still going. and everything. And you know, we never think that we're a part of history while we're in it. So, you know, you really, I think people just, we just have to just keep on plowing and keep on going. Jumpstart Your Business started 13 years ago. And I'm
Yes.
just like, oh my
But
God.
it has evolved. It has evolved, honey.
Yeah. So you have
Hmm.
to leave, right? You have to evolve, but you have to leave the baby, let the baby, you done birth the baby, let the baby drink the milk and the cookies and all that kind of stuff. And you have to go and get educated, get knowledge, get wisdom, and then come back and to the baby and, you know, and see the baby graduate and all that kind of stuff. So that's
Hmm.
just a part of business, but people really don't tell us that. You know, people really
Right.
don't share that with us
Yeah.
because of I mean, it's lack of knowledge, lack of understanding, people just being stingy with information. We talk about that on Jumpstart Your Business a whole lot. That really does come up, people just being
Yeah.
stingy with
Hmm.
information. But and don't want to let this one in because they gonna block us out of there. Like, no, we're not doing that. And that's what I love about our collaborations,
Hmm.
um, and especially with Power Media Solutions and that whole like
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
And then when
yeah,
you align yourself with people like Sharon, you know, she's
yeah,
a giver. She's a giver, and
yes,
it works. You know, I'm a giver. You know, of course,
absolutely.
Bluff Magazine is a free magazine. You know, and
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
so let's share that. Yes, please share that. Yeah.
a lot of other publications, you have to go purchase it. You know, you have to go to, I think it's pronounced isu or isu.com and
Uh-huh.
purchase.
It's so yeah.
Yeah, you purchasing their issue for $14. You know, Bluff City Magazine is free, and of course, no, I don't want to charge, but I have to make money, and so in order for it to be free, you know, I have to sustain it, and charge for the
Mhm.
advertising. But that's one thing I do want to look at going forward this year is to increase my locations. And right now we're a bi-monthly publication, but I'm
Mhm.
working on making it monthly. It's gonna be more work, but I think it will be worth it. Memphis has
Mhm.
Memphis has some just the greatest talented group of people I have ever seen in all
Absolutely.
walks of life. Community
Absolutely.
influencers, artists, just
Mhm.
creatives all together. And if I can make it monthly, I'm able to showcase more people, you know,
That's
in a
true.
faster time.
That's true.
So, with me and my new co-owner, we're going to work on how to make that happen.
Okay.
Yes. So, I want
Okay.
to listen. We want to increase like 30 locations in the city, 30 stands, honey.
I'm going to share this with you too.
Okay.
It's they have subscription boxes. Like people that have subscription boxes, it caters to Memphis, and you can be in the subscription box.
Great
So
idea.
that's an idea. Look, my mother, I have to say this. My mother had how many years she's been out of school? A 50 year
Hmm.
anniversary of the first integrated class of Olive Branch High
Yes, I
School.
remember that.
Okay.
Yes.
When I tell you they had gift bags, I got pictures. They have gift bags. I think Sharon tagged you in it.
Uh
I
huh.
called Sharon. I'm like, honey, we're gonna have to get some mama some stuff because you know I don't want her to be overwhelmed and everything. It was like 100 people came to a backyard and it was a whole lot. It was beautiful. But they were the first integrated class of Olive Branch High School,
Yeah.
and she, when I tell you, when she gave them folks those bags, the first thing they pulled out was that magazine. Not their shirts, not the candy, not, I mean, she had all kind of trinkets in there, North Central. The electric company donated things, and it was just awesome. but they pulled that magazine out, and I don't mean no harm. Old folks will keep a magazine, baby. Old folks will keep a magazine forever. They still got 1987 jets
Yes.
in the bathroom. I'm telling you what I know. They still got 1987 jets in there, and they're like, ooh, oh yeah, I know that young lady. So it was just so powerful that while they was eating, they was reading the magazine, they was listening to
Mhm.
music, but a lot of them they were just sitting there reading the magazine. Oh, I never heard of this. I never heard that. So I mean, you're gonna be everywhere anyway. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
you, you know whether you know it or not. Yeah.
Yes, honey, I can't wait to see.
So it's a free magazine. So how can people contact you if they want to do an ad or something like that? How you get your stories on there, submit stories, all of that.
Mhm. Well, of course, we do have a website, bluffcitymagazine.com, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a tab, advertise. Go to that tab. I have a list of ad sizes, and we only have six. So, just a small ad start at 150. That's a fourth page.
That's
That gets you 2 months of advertisement because we're bi-monthly. And then we have a full page just 415. So we're very economical, we're mindful of where we are in the economy. So we're keeping prices as they are.
right.
But it'll be even more I guess valuable once we get the
Yes,
increase of stands. It's just gonna be amazing.
yes.
And then cross,
It's
you
gonna be
know,
amazing.
yes, I have to stay true to what the vision is. And that is to make sure
Absolutely.
that brown and black people have a foundation, have something that they can say, hey, I was featured in this. And mainstream media may
That's
not
right.
cover that,
That's
but
right.
Love City Magazine can cover it. So I have to stay true and make sure I leave that imprint for the city. Like you said, history, is in the process of being written. So the things that maybe education may not talk about in history class, Bluff City Magazine may
Mhm.
have some type of, you know, interview with someone who's going to be so famous, but we was able to get on the ground floor of the story. And so I'm excited about what I know the possibilities are and what we stand for.
Absolutely. Amanda, if you don't have anything else, I love that. See, that's why I love my long podcast. And I don't mean no harm. I really do love my long podcast. But it's something about when people get on here and it's just those short and just the sweet ones. And that's what this is. It's
Yeah.
just short, sweet, is motivational, inspiring, encouraging, and you telling people where you are, where you going, and that's what people need to hear and want to
Yeah.
buy into. And that's what
Mhm.
makes Jumpstart Your Business live from Memphis so different, I want to say, from all the other podcasts. And
Yeah.
it's not a comparison. I'm not looking at it, they bad, ooh, but I'm just saying for this one, it's we gotta just be open. It's the buy-in. People want
Yeah.
to know where they spending their money. People want to know like what type of people are behind this and then the third, because you don't want to be supporting stuff, that's totally against you. We've been doing that for years. We don't
Right.
want we
Yeah.
don't want to be behind the people that's just jacking egg prices up. We don't want to
Yeah.
be behind that. Why we keep supporting that? So that's all I'm saying. Like it's so important. People like you, people like Sharon and Jasmine, and just the influencers and connectors in the city, just so
Yeah.
people to know about them and go on. And I'm gonna look after we get off this live. I'm going to share with you something else as far as
Okay.
about those stands, and we're gonna talk
Okay.
about that. All
Okay.
right. So thank y'all so much for joining me. Jumpstart your biz.
Yes.
Before we get off of here, I'm gonna play a quick commercial. Did you know I
Come
had
on, commercial.
commercials?
Come
Yes,
on,
I have
commercial.
commercials from our sponsor because I want y'all to get tapped in. The chat line is John. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Power Media Solutions. She all in this thing. Thank you,
Yes, she
Sharon.
is. I see.
And
I see the
we'll
comments.
be right back with
Okay. Yeah.
Amanda Avery of Bluff City Magazine.
Calling all entrepreneurs. Would you like to receive $5,000 worth of PR and marketing services? If so, this is how you can do it. Step 1, like the post where you see this flyer posted. Step 2, follow Power Media Solutions and Jumpstart Your Business Facebook page. And number 3, submit your 30 to 60 second video and give us your pitch why you deserve $5,000. Upload your pitch video to tellitnowprconference.com to receive 1 full year of PR and marketing services. What are you waiting for? Do it today. Calling all entrepreneurs. Calling all entrepreneurs. Calling all entrepreneurs.
Yes, indeed. Y'all, that was incredible. Thank y'all. So yeah, I have to play the commercial now. And of
Yes.
course, y'all
Listen,
saw
advertising
Bluff.
commercials. Keep us in business.
Of course, of course. So y'all, if y'all want to know more about Amanda Avery and Bluff City Magazine, what ticker it I had up here, you can definitely contact her at www.bluffcitymagazine.com, as well as you can follow her on all her social media. Go ahead and give them your social media, Amanda.
Yes, you can follow me, Bluff City Magazine, on Facebook, Bluff City Mag, on Instagram. Yes, and typically I'll respond right away. I try to make sure that customer service is quick and fast. So, yes, follow us on all platforms. We have some great things in the works. I'm just so excited about that. And just being a part of this Tell It Now PR conference. Oh my gosh, I'm just
Woo!
so delighted being a part of something so big for the city. And that's just
It
so
is.
incredible for entrepreneurs. I
That's right.
know as an um, entrepreneur who didn't have a foundation or just didn't know those those skills that's needed, I would be much further than I am now if I had that, 20 years ago. So just being a part of something I know that is needed and that you can get for only $50. I mean, it's just an amazing opportunity. And on top of that, you're getting breakfast, lunch, and then the chance to win $5,000 worth of marketing and PR for a year. Just being a part of that is just, you know,
Yes,
uh,
bro. I spent $5,000 on one logo and didn't have nothing to put it on. You understand me? Do you understand? That's why I spent $5,000 on one logo, Amanda, and didn't have
yeah,
nothing to put it on. Didn't even know how to market the thing. Didn't know how to do nothing. And so when you say $5,000 in the whole gamut, it runs logo design, it
yeah,
publishing, social media. People got it. Look, people got this confused. Social media management, content management in itself. You
mhm,
know how much money these charge and make to run your
mhm, yeah,
social media?
yeah.
That's
Not
like
and
$300.
not only that, Vita. when you are
created.
up and, but when you're an up and coming entrepreneur, you don't have the budget anyway. You don't have the budget. So this, just for people who are just now breaking into entrepreneurship and want to start the right way, this conference, I
Right.
think, is an amazing opportunity.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Hmm.
And even if you got the budget, you don't want to spend it on that. Just throwing your money in the wind, because that's how it feels if you don't know
Yeah,
what you are doing. So,
absolutely. Yes.
Amanda, I'm from I'm a little slick heathen, but I'm from the Baptist church. This is our third benediction. And baby, we gonna thank.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I
Well,
can't
thank
wait
you
to
for having me. Thank you for
I
having me.
know. Thank you so much. We can talk all day about some mistakes now. I know I can. And we don't want you to make those mistakes. That's why people like Amanda Avery is on this podcast, because she does not want you to make the same mistakes that she's made. And I know I want you to make the same mistakes I made. So look, check out Jumpstart Your Business live from Memphis podcast. This podcast, along with all others, are available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, everywhere that you can get a podcast, we are on there. Okay. So this episode will be uploaded, in the next 5 minutes. So y'all
All
make
right.
sure y'all go and check it out. Of course, if you're on social media, make sure that you follow me, World Famous Energy, on all social media, as well as Power Media Solutions. And you can, if you need more information, want to advertise, um, interview, anything, all right, just check us out. Go to PowerMediaSolutions.com. You can click the tag JSYB advertise, and then you'll know what to do, baby. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. As always, look, live your life, be blessed. All right. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye bye.